Those that are upstairs will keep watch. Mechanism and everything right outside the room.
Okay, so you're going to try to prevent it from closing on its own.
People downstairs.
Who are we going to leave upstairs?
People that are already up there.
Well, Sear came down.
I think just about everyone came down.
Drunk upstairs. Drunk can go back up. Drunk can just send all the muscle. Well, not all the muscle. 2/3 of the muscle.
Drunk and Zard will over the exit.
Okay.
Upstairs.
All right.
And then we'll position at each of the doors and open them and check them out.
Okay.
Just look down
Do you want any of the silent characters, aka move silently, to open the doors?
Yeah, I mean, I've got these boom bombs here, so I'm like,
Oh, okay.
double move silent.
Yeah, it's pretty much you're pretty quiet unless the door's like really creaky or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. The doorway on the left side, right there, goes 20 feet, and there's another stone door.
Is it a 10-foot hallway?
It's 10 foot wide. Yeah, it happens.
Funny how that works.
The double doors. Wow, I gotta count. It's 125 feet long. That might be more than the shoes. What's that?
I don't think my guts like that.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot wide corridor.
Okay. And I'm assuming it kind of starts on the edge here, like
Yeah,
this.
exactly. So that's how long it is. We did 20-foot circles or squares or something?
We can.
Oh, okay.
So it's just 12 and a half out.
Oh, okay. Why is that not right? Okay. All right. 60 feet up on the left. It's a doorway. Single doorway.
At the 60
Yeah.
spot?
Yeah. Oh, I know what I did. It's 225. Not 100.
Is that still at 60?
Yeah, that's still 60, yeah.
Okay,
So it goes longer. It's a very long hallway. Well, yeah. It's a long hallway in the darkness. We'll say that. And past that, yeah, yeah, that's fine.
I can see that doorway.
Yeah, we'll just say for some reason, there's some fluorescent moss at the end of it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fluorescent moss, I gotta go investigate.
You get the feeling there's more doors down that way, but
Yeah.
okay. The next door, the one around the bend. 110 feet long. And again, you really can't see that, I guess, but whatever. And then there's a door. Just make it easier.
I can kind of inch down the hall.
Yeah, that's fine. There is nothing going on, so it's not a problem. And then the last door is 60 feet, and then it turns to the left. So I guess
Another 10 feet.
yeah, it's a 10-foot wide. So actually, I guess the left side will be 50 feet. The right side will be 60, and then it turns to the left. So there's a lot of long corridors in this one. And they look fairly used. There's no dust really anywhere, maybe on the edges, clumps of hair, things like that. And while you're looking at the last corridor, you'll hear the sound of metal, maybe weapons fighting, kind of echoing down the L-shaped corridor.
What? Something real stealthy. With my shiny yellow boots, my ghost.
The problem is the light.
No, it's pitch darkness down at this level.
I'm gonna actually, I'll move silently down to the corner.
Okay.
Peer around. I'm gonna have the torch with me, so I'll get a little bit of light around
Okay.
the corner of it.
If you count all the squares, it's 30 feet long. So like around, you know what I mean, like that.
Yeah, the corner counts.
The corner counts, yeah. And then there's
There's a doorway.
there's another stone doorway.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna move up to that doorway and just listen at it.
there is a sign or a scrawled word above the door. What languages do you know?
Yeah, my intelligence is 8, so I'm probably just barely.
Just call it. Okay. All right, it's a word you don't understand. Yeah,
I'll take a look.
it's a word you don't understand. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm just calling because I'm curious how many people are still here. Because I'm going to have a cigarette.
Okay.
And I think we have at least 50 people still here.
Yeah, probably.
Another guy
Let's stop
here,
that.
so that's one more.
Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, 55-ish. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like I come once a year. Like at gas concerts, kind of fun.
That's cool.
Alright. Silverleaf and Steelbeard will go around the corner and
Oh, okay.
take a look at
I just want to see what the word is.
The word,
what
okay.
the word is.
It says Orgitorial.
It's it's a word you translate pretty much to arena.
Okay. Can I read it normally?
What
between my
language?
two.
What language did you speak? I'm sorry.
Elvish, Common, Knoll, Hobgoblin, and Orc.
It's actually written in Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. We can take hobgoblins.
Hobgoblin.
Especially ones that are
So you
fighting
can
in
say
an arena.
Hobgoblin here.
700
Arena.
experience points worth we do.
And Steelbeard knows Common, Dwarf, Goblin, Gnome, and Kobold. So between the two of them, they have quite a number of languages.
Well, if you notice Goblin, you can pretty much make out it says arena. They're fairly close in language. It's more like a dialect than anything different, really. So, and you will hear clashing and you'll hear screaming, as if you're listening there. And you'll hear some cheers too.
So we might have an entire crowd. Hobgoblins watching.
At least 700 or some experience points.
Probably way too many more.
Yeah.
Everybody, knock an arrow. Be ready.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna actually use the surprise rules here. Okay, so who is in the hallway? You got your two characters.
And Seer.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, the doors are gonna open up. The question is whether or not you're surprised or not. That's the one rules I really haven't used in Labyrinth Order too much.
Surprise.
You're surprised only on like a 1 and 2.
1, 2.
Now, yeah, you had marked it using the
D6.
Yeah.
lamentation style.
So let me double check the surprise rules. I'll make sure I get this right.
Seer had listened at the door and failed to hear anything more than the combat inside. So
Okay, a roll of 1 to 2 on a d6 equals surprised.
Okay.
So if you don't want to roll low on this one.
Yeah, so Silverleaf is not surprised. Steelbeard is surprised.
Okay.
so we're trying to roll over the.
You want like a 3 to 6.
Yeah.
Would you roll for them as well because they're not expecting something on it?
I will. Yeah.
Both of my guys are not surprised.
Okay.
Either wait, no, I'm only rolling.
Targ isn't even there, right?
He is not surprised outside.
He is not
Upstairs
surprised.
in the other
Okay.
room.
He is not surprised.
Okay.
He's bored.
2 hoblins come out of the doors.
Hobblins?
Hobgoblins.
Hoblins.
You said hobblins.
I said hoblins.
They're hobbling hobgoblins.
They're half racial hybrid things.
They're goofing because
I was gonna say, yeah, they lost the arena, so they're.
All right, they will come out, and the one's like completely baffled. They look at you, and the other one he starts speaking in Hobgoblin, and your character can understand what he's saying, right?
Yep.
It says, "Are you here for the final combat?"
No.
Outlanders. He'll probably say something like that. You know?
No, we're here inspecting.
and he'll kind of like slap the other guy in the face. And in the background, you'll see lots of not only hobgoblins but goblins and other things sitting in like arena-style seating in this vastly huge room. 10, 20.
Just make sure you get a good nap in that room.
It's 130-foot diameter. It's a circle. So 130, 120 feet, 120 feet, and then make a circle of it. That's what it is. Sorry, I don't have my circle templates to give you.
Damn it, where's your compass?
So it's 120 deep, and it's 120 wide.
Yeah. It's just you know what I mean, like just a circle. They kind of like whisper, Inspector. What? Just Liqueur. We paid the taxes to Liqueur. What would he need to?
My cousin is the one who will be fired. I'm here to make sure that it's...
Your cousin?
Yes.
He looks at the dwarf.
No.
Your cousin? Oh, okay.
They'll be here in a little while.
Oh, I see.
Carry on.
So you're here to watch?
Yes, carry on.
Gold piece.
So yes.
Those of us down around the corner, do we hear this?
You'll hear talking and you'll hear hobgoblin voices.
And you'll hear Silverleaf speaking.
Yeah, you'll hear Silverleaf speaking hobgoblin.
I'll flip him a gold piece.
Okay. And then they'll reach out their hand to your retainer, gold piece.
He's not here to watch.
Well, if anyone are here to watch, he will stay here.
No, he'll be leaving shortly. Once the
All right,
inspection is done.
We paid the taxes to Liqueur. Why does he need to inspect this? You're confusing me.
Yes, well, that's your problem, not mine.
Do you like barge past or something like that, or what do you do?
No, at that point I would probably turn around and carry on and come along.
So you're going in or leaving?
Leaving.
Leaving. Okay. Well, it gives you your coin back. If you're not watching, here you go. It's a goal to get in.
I'll be back.
All right, they kind of like look at each other like, we paid our taxes. All right, so they will come up to the rest of you guys.
Hobgoblin and Goblin Arena that way.
You come around the corner, Thimble's down there, he's got his sword out. Wait for something other than y'all to come out from the stab.
You can go higher.
Did we see any exits from the arena? It looked like it was just. We didn't try to
There is an arena. If you go from the center, right. Yeah. So I don't know how you want to, yeah. Oh, how about we do this? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Very
like
large arena filled with
60
hobgoblins,
feet
goblins, and
at a
etc.
90-degree angle to the right. There's an entranceway that's 10 feet wide there.
They
Anything bigger? Like giant?
And there's
Well,
one straight
maybe.
ahead of you, too. On the
I
other
didn't stick
opposite
around
end.
long enough to
Both 10 feet.
catalog.
And then there's seats. So those are almost
Count
like
heads.
where
Like-
the Zamboni would
there's
come
a
in
lot.
at the hockey
It's like there's like a
arena.
passageway, and then it's like a circle, and then the seats kind of arch up.
How big's the floor area, like the combat area? Like how deep are the seats?
The seats are probably about 20 feet wide, I guess.
It looks like they're charging admission, so probably door guards.
Yeah, that's kind of the feeling you got, door guards. They didn't seem very bright. They were kind of befuddled while you were asking, or the inspector. They're like, what?
Maybe we should have somebody watch and see what kind of creatures are down there. Get a better,
You go right ahead.
run low.
I'll be over here.
I only speak giant though. If I take a chance and I speak giant, or ogre, I'm screwed.
I only speak giants. You should went and talk to the dentist. The tongue dentists.
What,
Kind of heads down that way a
exactly did
little
they
bit.
say?
He's like, ooh.
They mentioned that they paid their taxes to
Liqueur.
Liqueur.
And that's the name, that's the undead thing that you have heard about, and that Mural and Urmasha mentioned his name too.
When I mentioned inspections, they kind of jumped to that conclusion. So
Looks down the end of the hall. Are the hobgoblins still running?
I was looking around. It was like a
It seems like they're standing outside now.
So there's like a,
They weren't there. Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Actually,
I thought I
there's only one there now. We're gonna say only one of the hobgoblins is there. You think maybe the other one went to go ask questions, like inspection? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, if none of them had been there, he's gonna tiptoe down and listen to the door.
There's one there. Yeah, there's
I
one.
can hear any giant testing, but since there are some, maybe we should get out of here.
yeah, I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to hand spray and
Unless anybody wants to sit in the arena.
unless you want to
Pimple
fight
does,
in
but
the
he
arena.
can't speak to the guy.
Yeah.
When you got off the plane, your buddy was waiting for you. Set it on fire for your
He didn't. The one thing that kind of struck you as strange is that he,
Didn't blink at a being.
you're an elf,
being here.
yeah, and a dwarf, and he didn't really. Yeah, he didn't really. He called you Outlanders, but that's really all. That's the only thing he said.
Yeah, that certainly already occurred to me.
So you think maybe that other Outlanders have been down here, perhaps?
Yeah.
Have other Outlanders maybe have come watch things?
What if I just walk down there with a coin like this? They'll understand what's going on.
Depends on what you got to fight. You might make good coin, or you might make somebody else good coin.
Yeah.
There's a travel tax for each of you.
Let the dice decide.
Natural 20. He pulls out a coin. I'll be back.
So this is Thimble. This is the halfling, right? Okay, so he's gonna.
Sword away, coin out.
Okay.
Right. With that,
He'll
This may not
he'll.
end well.
Silverleaf and we'll talk Steelbeard into going back upstairs.
Silverleaf will talk to the dwarf and tell him to go back upstairs.
Convince them to both go.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, so you're like, no arena, no way in hell. Okay.
No,
the problem we have right here is if this is a standard exit, we have a secret door open.
Yeah, effectively a secret door to the outside, open into the entrance or exit into the arena. So
And just your brief, like, they had the hobgoblins between you and the arena. It seemed kind of cosmopolitan in the arena. Like, not only you saw goblins and hobgoblins, and there was other things that you just didn't really get a good look at. So.
very well might.
I like the way it's done.
That's cool. Yeah, it's all layers. Yeah, everyone said I had too much free time
At
when I
some
did this
point
thing.
he had some.
It's got all layers.
Much better than the map.
So yeah, I'm sorry. So you walk down. Okay, this is Temple. You hold out and he'll start like gibbering to you, but he'll only say like 5 or 6 words.
Don't speak that language.
They hold out their hand. They open the doors, and he opens the door. He'll lead you in, and he'll point to some stairs that kind of go up into like to the left.
Step into the door and just stand there pointing.
Blah 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 blah. He points up to like there's like an empty seat. He looks like he's pointing to.
What kind of creatures are there?
You'll see probably about 6 or 7 goblins, hobgoblin, and something with pink skin that has like these tusks coming out of from above his lip. You've never seen this thing before. It looks disgusting.
Maybe an ogre?
No, it's got mucus all over it.
See if you can switch seats with one of the goblins.
I go sit
Well, there's an empty seat. Yeah. The goblins will look at you.
Speak common.
The ones that, yeah, what?
Who's fighting next?
Blorgoth.
Morgoth.
Blorgoth. He fight next.
I guess who?
Yeah. You start hearing like like different languages saying the same name. I don't know. You'll see. All you really see is armor. It's humanoid, but it looks large.
I'm going to double check on like entrance my better bandages.
Okay, like I said, there's an entranceway straight across from the one you came in, and there's one like 90 degrees to the right.
And that's it?
That's it.
How about down around the floor where the fighting
Is the floor there stone?
It looks like it has a stone foundation with dirt thrown on top of
Right,
it.
to absorb the blood.
Yeah, and you will see lots of blood.
I'd assume there's like a doorway down there that lets
Actually no.
Okay,
It seems like they come in maybe from the side entranceways or something. And the one at the 90-degree angle will open up, and that large, heavily armored figure will come out. Has this wicked-looking, like curved, two-handed scimitar. Is there a word for two-handed scimitar? I can't think of what the name of it is. Falchion, I guess. Yeah. And he will come and he'll start swinging through the air, and they'll start chanting his name. Blow her off. Blow her off. Blow her off.
Does he look as big as an ogre, maybe?
He seems pretty large. Don't think he's a human. Something like that. All you see is armor from head to toe. You'll start to see everyone in the crowds start to throw flesh, like bloody chunks of meat, down into the arena. And just like, it looks like, I don't know, just like you got some beef and cut off like a...
Where's Stinky? Is he invisible on my shoulders?
Actually, no, he's not anymore. He's appeared. And that, he's just hanging out on your shoulder and,
Okay.
yeah,
Did I have to pay gold for him too?
no, he was probably invisible when he went to the entranceway. I don't know. They're just throwing all kinds of bloody chunks down into the arena floor.
Look at the people around me. Where are they getting it?
It looked like you look around you, and they all have these like bags with like 10 to 20 chunks of meat in the bag.
You go to a goblin nearby. Gold piece.
It gives you the whole bag. So you start chucking meat out there, and the goblin's like, just one.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, unless you gotta leave them all for the rest of the fights. You can't have no meat.
Gotcha.
And the goblin's like, ooh.
First time, I'm a noob.
Another armored figure will come out, holding like this wicked looking, like spiked club thing. It looks like it's some sort of ogre or giant.
Railroad spikes.
Yeah.
Bought a bag of raw meat from a goblin and tossed to the fighters.
Yeah, they throw raw meat down, kind of like how people throw the octopus down in like a hockey. That's kind of what this is like. Yeah. So that's what's going down. Another figure comes out. Looks like it's a larger but kind of beat up, and it's like a troll or something. But it looks like it's been skinned. It's like bleeding. What's that?
Anybody chanting his name or anything?
Boo! There's lots of like curses thrown, and
They're not throwing any meat.
they don't throw any meat. No.
The slimy guy that was over in that area.
The pink guy with the tusks.
Did he say anything?
Mucus.
Pink guy with the tusks?
He makes these high-pitched warbling noises. But that's
Not
about it.
giantess, then?
Yeah, nothing giantess. You will hear the the only thing you understand in all the cacophony is the ogre saying, like, I'm gonna kill you all, blah blah blah. I'm ripping this guy's head off. They're all booing him. They don't care. Okay, and the battle starts. Didn't notice it to this point, but there is.
I'm also going to see if I recognize other creatures in the crowd, trying to get a general idea how many of these goblins and hobgoblins.
There's a high percentage of those goblins and hobgoblins. There seems like there's, I don't know, about 20% of those pink things, slimy mucus things. Some dark cloaked figures you can't really make out. It kind of looks like the Star Wars Cantina. Like there's just shit everywhere. All kinds of weird looking crap you've never seen them. You don't recognize them at all.
Do I see any other outlanders?
Actually, you do. Across the way, you'll see probably a party of about 6 people, you think? Fairly armored, you know?
Can I see their faces at all?
They're probably across the way, so you'll notice them, but you can't really like read their lips or
Do you
anything.
know like about approximately how many people fit in this place?
Wow, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 1,000 maybe.
1,000. All these people.
Oh, well, it begins. It begins when a head is thrown out from there. It looks like that's what I was trying to say. There seems to be a pretty large seat right here. There's a minotaur there. You hear squealing. He will hold up. Hold up. It looks like a human of some sort. We'll say like a 15-year-old boy. He holds him up and he like twists his head off and throws the corpse down into the center of the arena. And that's like, you know, that's them dropping the flag.
The puck is at the end.
I wonder if his name is Puck.
So as the corpse crumples onto the ground, that's when the fight starts.
It was the fuck from first season of Real World.
But you'll watch and you'll see people like maybe gambling here and there. You know, there's some exchange of silver pieces, and then fight goes on. Blorgoth, you can tell he's playing with the larger ogre and slashing him like death of 1,000 cuts. It takes a while, but he ends up killing him. There's lots of chance.
Before it's over, though, I don't want to get stuck in here when the whole event is done.
Okay.
I will. The goblin I was talking to who spoke common. Yeah, I gotta get back to work here. Throw my meat for him.
Oh, you give meat back. Oh,
Show
okay.
me around. Nice guy. Thanks. I'll be seeing you.
Oh,
Gotta get back to work.
what your name?
Dimple. Yeah, parents, we can do it.
You need some help?
No.
I come work for you. You gave me more than I make, like, ever.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow, same time.
Oh, well, there's no fight tomorrow.
That's all right.
Oh, okay. Just wait up by the door, like this door?
Yep. Maybe that's all.
I ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah. That's all right.
All right, you pay me?
See that
Maybe?
shiny gold you got there?
Oh, all right.
Get another one.
Another one. Ooh. All right. Oh wait, another fight start. Yeah, fight. Meat.
Oh, let me throw one more.
And there seems like there's some other fight. Looks like there's 2 like animals of some sort.
We'll work our way back to the door.
Hobgoblins kind of look confused. So, like they open the door. Like they don't expect you to leave yet. You know, it seems like they're kind of surprised.
That's all I had time for.
Well, they let you out.
Bebop back down the hall. Hope that the ramp's still open.
Yeah, we're just waiting for him.
Yeah, you're like, huh? Is he dead yet? It's been about a half hour. He hasn't come back yet. But eventually he comes back.
We'll give him another
I have wondered
30
if-
seconds.
You're like, no.
Have any other groups gone by that bottom room?
That'd be funny.
Actually, no. Anybody that's coming here is here already, and no one's left.
Get the hell out of here.
That was my
I
decision
thought I
last
had
time.
issues.
But again, you didn't really see any faces of hate. But at the same time, they were ripping people in half, throwing humanoids into humans into the arena.
Got a
So
weird idea of fun. I proofed them down on everything I saw, did, and having that poor little boy.
Yeah, tragic. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. Let's close this ramp now, shall we?
Yeah.
let's not let out 1,000 humanoids of possible evil intent.
There's no fight tomorrow, and there will be a lone goblin waiting for a job down there. So we want to come back and kick his ass.
More of the point. And we could have him.
Damn, I should have told him to bring a couple friends to help.
Well, there might
Might
be
be
some
able to
wandering friends there.
Get
Who
some
knows?
information off of him. At least in terms of the rest of the map. Tracks and other such. Might as well suck him dry of information first, then kill him.
Tomorrow, same time, if
He
we're
is a
going to go
goblin.
with that plan.
Yeah, that's a reasonable
Nice.
choice.
Recon, where it's at.
If we got some time, let's play the rest of this level. 11, 12, and 15.
We'll suck that ring back up and go check the other buildings.
Okay.
Do we want to check out?
You'll hear like loud cheering at one point. But
I get it. Once we get back upstairs, I'm going to start moving slowly. Seer's going to start moving slowly towards the back, just kind of with the 10-foot pole out in front of him.
towards that back of the room that just kind of shrinks down.
Weird warpy thing going
The weird warpy thing. Yeah.
It's probably teleports us straight into the arena.
That's why it's at the end of the pole. 10 feet.
So this is at the back of room 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You'll start to feel drowsy, and your stomach will get really warm, and it's creepy. The feeling, like you're halfway back when it starts to do that.
No, I don't notice anything with the pole. Nothing happens with the tapping.
Nothing with the pole. No, it just seems like it's just in the atmosphere.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and fill in the rest of the guys.
Okay. It almost feels like it was gradually worse and worse. Almost like maybe reality wasn't quite right at the end of it.
Check this out. When he comes back, and here's what it's kind of creepy like that. He loads up his crossbow. Shoots a bolt back.
Okay.